All right, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Jonah. I want to go ahead and give you a quick update on British pound Australian. And I told you guys what's about to happen. I sent the analysis in the chat. Now, just let you know that I do have a Telegram. I'm not a signal provider. All I do is give analysis and just let people know, like, hey, this is what I see in the market. If you want to take it, you know, shoot your shot, you know. So right now I'm looking at GA. And I've seen that on a daily time frame. Of course, overall, you know, it's down, right? But on the daily time frame, it's made this low right over here, basically breaking this market structure in this area. But it came back up in this in this, you know, zone, and then it came back down, it went back up. So to me, it was creating higher highs, and of course it formed this W right here and just tanked, right? And then a lot of people would think that it's going to come back up here and then like finish off that M formation. However, I'm a scalper. I don't like completely holding my trades all the time. If it's anything, I'll day trade at the most. I just want to get in and I want to get out. So this is a beautiful trade right now. So on a daily time frame, since I'm looking for a buy, in my opinion, the market shifted up and then it came back down. And I consider that, for me, since I'm looking at a buy right now, a retracement, right? So if you guys don't know, I love to trade the breakout of a trend line, not just any breakout, okay? So there's one thing that you guys have to understand. One thing that you have to understand is you have to be patient in this market. I'm not rushing any trades. I'm not trying to make thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, eventually I would love to, but that is not my goal. My goal is to get good at the things that I am practicing as a trader. If you don't have a plan, you need to create one, okay? So what I'm looking at is buys for me, right? You guys are wondering, like, John, like, why did you like create this trend line? Well, obviously you see these dots, you see these circles right here. A lot of times people are selling off of these trend lines, right? So if people are selling off this trend line, then what I'm looking at, and especially if it's respecting this trend line, then I'm looking at stop losses up here, right? So I know the market is probably making its way down, right? In this area, you can see it hit this particular structure, and then it came back down again and hit this level of structure, and then it pull right back up. I'm looking for the market to come up, probably come back down and just finish off these stop everybody out who is selling in this market of the British pound Australian dollar. So I love creating just, you know, these easy, simple strategies where I can trade, like to get in early. I created a trend line. You can see it just respected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. It just keeps respecting this trend line to eventually break out of it and stop everybody out. That's what I'm looking for. Now, some of you guys are looking like, oh, Jonah, well, how do you know when it happens? Well, I mean, you don't have to do what I do, but what I've done is I bought early. I knew that after so many times, the market was going to just bust out and just take out all the stops. I mean, it was since last week that these sales continue to happen. So eventually it's going to break out and just stop everybody out. It has to go and grab the liquidity. So it's very important that we as traders know when the market is getting ready to do a big move. Do we know? No, we don't 100% know, but we need to know, or at least be aware, that the market is doing the same thing over and over again to one day just go ahead and just take out all the liquidity. And you want to be in a trade where the liquidity is, you want to basically trade with the banks. That's all I'm going to say. People will there'll probably be people like, oh, Jonah, that's a retail trading, you know, way of doing things. You know, you're not waiting, you're not trading the end of W, you call it tops and bottoms. I don't care about tops and bottoms. I don't care about, you know, retail trading or not. I don't care about these people who said there's only one way of trading, because there's even retail traders who are making bank and making money off of the things you do. The only thing I'm worried about is Jonah. The only thing I'm worried about is me, and you should be doing the same thing. What is your strategy? What is your plan? And stick with it no matter what anybody says, because if you profiting off of it, it's working. If you're not, you probably need to change something. So my original plan was to get in right here. Why? Because this is structure, right? If I wanted to draw it out, especially after that big push, I could have just like trapped this whole area right here and say, you know what? Until it breaks out of this structure, then I know that we're going to be running. But instead I said, you know what? I'm going to put a buy stop right up here because I feel like, you know, the market could come up here, you know, activate my trade and then tank and I'll be completely fine. But because this area kept, you know, let me show you something. Because this area kept boom, 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 I didn't want to place it right here. You know, I really did not want to place it right here because I didn't want it to come back down and stop me out, right? So I said, let me place it a little bit higher where it might break another area structure. And this is my next area structure, was really at 81, which is perfectly what they call a quarter point theory. And usually when you break a round number like that and you leave a stop loss under that, it's not going to come back down. So surely enough, I left it there, kept my buy stop. I'm running, let me see, 70 pips in profit right now. Okay. So this is TP1 right here. And this is TP2 right here. And this is TP3 up here. Now, I only got in 2.02s. I'm only like just risking very small. GA is a very volatile pair. And honestly, I don't care about making a lot of money. All I want to do is just practice my strategy. So when I get good at it, I know how to put more into my trading account and then go. And that's the issue. A lot of people these days are trying to make all this money and they over leverage and they risk too much and they blow their account. I am a complete victim of that. I used to just put in $300, $400. And then all of a sudden, like I'm making all this money and I hold it for too long. And then all of a sudden it goes back against me and then it just stops me out, you know? I don't know what your plan is. I'm a scalper / day trader. I love just like getting in and out on this bad boy. Obviously, it's continuously just going. So I'm holding my trade. If it goes against me, I secure some profit and I leave it running. All right. There's another pair I want to kind of talk to you about. And like, you know, had some haters on this one. And I'm not going to say any names, but it's cold in my house. There was speculation of me being wrong on this pair, right? And I told some people about it. They didn't believe me. They're like, Jonah, you need to relearn this and relearn that. That's like, okay, cool. So I was like, whatever, you know, at this time, all this right here was not here. Okay. This big bullish move, it was not there. That's when the election was going on. And so I said, okay, I see, you know, this big, trend line right here. Okay. And I realized, let's just say, oh, you're trading with the trend, right? Okay. You're making your money, you know, up and down, right? Okay. So let's just say we stayed in this channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's just say you're just making your money. Well, let's do it again. We realize that people are selling this trend line, right? So we know that people are selling this trend line. We know your stops are up here, right? We know people's stop losses are up here. So after the third touch or fourth touch, usually there is a breakout. So that's why I had, let me get this off. That's why I had a trend line right here. And what I was waiting for, like, I listened to Jay take profits. He said Biden is for Canadian dollar. And I was like, is that true? And I kind of did some research and I was like, oh, okay, he is for the Canadian dollar. All right. So what I looked for is when this was happening, it's very interesting. Before Biden got elected, this right here was taking place. And I knew it was over. Now, did I take this trade? No. My girl jumped on me from her. She was like, why don't you trade? I was like, I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying attention. And in a way, I was afraid. And that's the issue. Stop being afraid to get in the trade. Okay. The reason why most of us are not winning is because we are afraid to take a trade. Look, it's either you are winning or you're losing. So take a trade. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. So as soon as bottom won, what happens? Boom. The very next week is 100, I think, let me see, 180 pips. Man, 180 pips. So all those people who said, oh, Jonah, you're wrong, blah, 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 like, you know, such and such. One of my mentors said, Jonah, you know, you was right. You know, this trap played out, right? But I had other people saying, like, you need to relearn this, you need to do that. And all of a sudden, this breakout happens. And I was like, see, you know, it's a simple way of just trend line breakout strategy, guys. All you do is see where the market is continuously doing the same thing over and over again, and it's just moving in that channel. And then once you see a clear breakout, you can trade it. Now, if you want to be safe, I always usually tell people, wait for the breakout and the retest of this trend line, then you can buy, okay? Now, your stop loss will be under here. In this case, this is a very aggressive move. Anytime you have a move, you're always going, an impulsive move, you're always going to have a big pullback or a correction. So this could be possibly forming a W to go right back up. However, I want to put it past it. CAD pairs can be very iffy and a little weird. So I want to be surprised if it came right back down here, act like it's about to go up and then shoot back down and just continue in this channel. But either way, you take your shot the way you want to take it. So that's all, guys, today. I just wanted to record that and just let you know, if you make your strategy simple, I'm telling you guys, you may become, no, not may, you will become profitable. If your strategy's not working, try something else. Same thing here. I mean, guys, you could put a trend line trap right here. The market broke out, started playing this channel, and dropped. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again. I recommend you to do it on a larger time frame, because sometimes the smaller time frames could be very deceiving. Now, if you go to a smaller time frame, I recommend you to only do it on an hour or 30 minutes, okay? If you're really scalping, then you can do it on a 15-minute, 5-minute. But I recommend you, for the best way possible, do it on the hour or 4-hour time frame, okay? That's it, guys. You know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, share it, whatever you want to do. I do have the email that will be attached to the description link. Excuse me, in the description. And if you want to chat with me, you need help on something, I'll be glad to help you. So that's it, guys.